Last year I had a song called Groundhog Day that was doing well on TikTok, and all of a sudden like labels were reaching out and my dreams were coming true very quickly, but at the same time I had started on antidepressants and I didn't realize that they could take the highs away as well as the lows. And I had a conversation with my mom where I was like, my dreams are coming true, why am I not as happy as I expect to be? And she was saying, that sounds a little bit ungrateful. And I was saying, it's not ungrateful, let me find the words for you, and then basically wrote Numb Little Bug.
The viral TikTok launched singer-songwriter Beihold into stardom. In February, the single captured #1 on Spotify's global viral 50 chart. And in April, Numb Little Bug landed M at the top of Billboard's Emerging Artist chart. Today, the song has been streamed nearly 250 million times.
Do you remember the first time a fan came up to you and said, I heard your song Numb Little Bug, and it affected me in, what did they say?
During the tour, I had a few people come up to me and tell me that like they had tried to commit suicide last year and had, kind of recovered and found help, but also found my music, and that's the most meaningful thing I can get out of any of it. The fact that they felt they had support through what I was writing, and those are probably honestly my favorite moments from tour, and I'm so happy that they're still here and getting help.
What is your history with mental health? Is there any from your childhood, or when you look back on your young life, do things come to mind?
I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety, but I also feel like a lot of people in this generation have it. Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go.
Anxiety society, sister. We're part of it. Me too.
Yes, sir. But it was getting to a point during the pandemic where I had a mood tracker app and I had so many lows every day that I was like, I need to do something about this. And I had an appointment with a psychiatrist, and within 15 minutes she prescribed the meds, and I was kind of taken aback that it, didn't take a longer conversation to do something as drastic as that, but I was willing to try.
Did you think about other alternative ways to kind of deal with this, as far as maybe going to therapy or whatnot?
I've talked to a few therapists and still haven't found the right person for me yet, but it is an active search, and I tried different versions of the medication and just decided that wasn't the route for me, but again, for some people it really is. I think it's just finding what's best for you and also making sure you talk to the people around you as well.
And what role has music played in your mental health journey?
Music has always been my form of therapy. It's the way that I process my emotions best. It's a flow state when I'm writing, and there's nothing quite like it.
I have it on good authority that at your concert last night, you actually have another song that's unreleased called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that also deals with the nature of mental health. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a couple of friends of mine about panic attacks and using the counting to 5 method to get over them. Because I've had my own experience, not to the worst extent of panic attacks, but where you get choked up and you can't breathe and the whole world kind of caves in on you a little bit. And
know it well.
I have this phrase that's dance through your depression. I think we need to sort of band together and find positive ways to describe these really tough things that are going on.
My generation has a history of, and others, of not discussing these issues. We hide that. That's where that suffering in silence idea comes from, and the stigma on mental health. I love your bravery in the writing of the song and the recording of your personal feelings, how you do it with such courage, and you're so unabashed about it. And look, it's so relatable. Do you feel like your generation has a better time of discussing the topics of mental health?
Oh, for sure. I remember I was making a video and I had a pill bottle in it, and my parents were like, are you sure you want to show the pill bottle in this video? Because that's a sign of weakness. That's just what their generation grew up on, and that makes sense. But I was like, we just talk about it and we laugh about it because that's the only way to get through, in my mind. So I have no shame attached.
Well, I love it. What did your family say about Numb Little Bug when they heard it? The whole thing?
I think the first time they were like, wow, you're really saying all that. And I was like, yeah. But I think as they've seen the response and the comments and the DMs and people saying after hearing this, I went to therapy or I talked to my family, I think they get it now.